What's going on, guys, gals, and gamers? My name is OOTIKTAKOO, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the patch notes that come out tomorrow. There's a video, or today, depending on when I get this out. I know I haven't made a video in quite a while, 3 weeks about, to be exact. And there's a multitude of reasons for this, so I'm just going to explain them real quick. Feel free to skip a minute into the video if you just want to check out the patch notes, if you're not aware of the game-changing patch notes that are coming out tomorrow. So I personally thought when I chose Outriders as a game to cover that it was going to last a little bit longer, and I've heard it straight from the devs' mouths that the reason they weren't able to patch things like in this patch that we're getting with buffs and nerfs and etc., stuff like that, is because of the inventory glitch. It was all hands on deck to fix that first, and then once that was fixed, they were planning on doing this stuff. Or this stuff was planned earlier, but it got sidetracked because of the inventory wipe. Now, I know people are going to be like dead game, etc., etc. But I think there's still a lot of potential within Outriders. And this patch that we're going to be covering right here is absolutely nutty. It's literally game changing. It's so many quality of life changes for so many abilities, character classes, and mods that it's really quite ridiculous. And it's kind of weird that these things weren't in the game to begin with. Last thing before we jump into the video is this video, and I myself am still sponsored by ADVGG. If you're looking for some energy in the morning, if you don't like coffee, or you're looking for something else to drink, I have completely cut coffee out of my life, and it's absolutely fantastic. I feel so much better. You can check it out for 30% off right now. Link in the description below. Code RTT on checkout and save 30%. It supports me, it supports the channel, and any future endeavors we may take here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's jump right into the video. Check out ADVGG. I promise I highly recommend it. It's fantastic. So let's start with upcoming fixes and changes. There are a few things here that aren't resolved as of yet, but plan to be. Specifically, I'm talking about the sets for Borealis for the Technomancer and the Devastator's statue set, which in my opinion they didn't take the lazy way out and just change the text back to say that it ends when the statue set ends, and they actually are planning on fixing the set, which is awesome, to the way it used to work. Also, Hunt the Prey, which I know is one of the buggiest abilities in the game, is also on the list to be fixed. They're looking to change the anti-duplication system, and there's just a ton of quality of life. But that's not even the juicy part yet. This is where it gets really good. Let me just make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. Let's just start with the Pyromancer. Actually, hold on. If you guys don't want to hear me talk, that's fine. This is just my theory. Here's my theory about the game. I believe that they are trying to monetize the game into some sort of games as a service. I also feel like they are going to have a DLC announcement sometime soon, or possibly even turn the game into a live service model. They originally said that they didn't plan on doing that stuff, but then the company and their owners basically said, hey, we weren't really expecting Outriders to do this well, so let's see what comes of it. And hopefully, you know, we'll get an announcement shortly. I think that's on the table 100%. But okay, on to the patch notes. Pyromancer, Feed the Flames. This is for a top tree Pyromancer build, and it's really good. It gives you a decent amount of ammo, 33% ammo if you're using the Wrath of Moloch. Or I'm sorry, the Inferno Seed was 9 bullets. Wasn't really useful. You had to kind of finagle another mod in there to be able to actually use it as an ammo replenishment. Volcanic Rounds. This is interesting. The resistance debuff provided by susceptibility mod has been increased to 50%. I'm curious if that's going to actually make any differences because of how it ignores most armor anyway. We have reload boost and lava shots. I don't remember what these two are off the top of my head, but they got swapped. So whatever that is, that's fine. And then we have reload boost and lava shots. These two things have been swapped. So now reload will help your anomaly power and lava shots will help your firepower. I don't remember using these two mods in my Pyromancer at all, so that's definitely something to take a look at. And then this is a huge one. The world record for the fastest Boomtown clear was done by, I believe, Capo at 2 minutes and 22 seconds, something along those lines. And the build he used was the Ash Blast build, and now they're reducing the cooldown by 4 seconds, which is huge. That's like 5 or 6 more times you can use the ability during a run. And then the buff duration of Death Sentence, which is a Pyromancer mod, has been increased by 3 seconds from 5 to a total of 8, which is also huge because that allows your cooldowns to come back up to actually proc Death Sentence. Really, really good changes. That's it for the Pyromancer. The Trickster is getting some buffs as well. We have reduced the cooldown of Borrow Time by 5.5 seconds from 13.5 to 8 seconds. So that's huge. Borrow Time, the original Trickster builds really, really, really relied on this ability. And now it's going to be much better and much more consistent. Slow Trap has been reduced by almost 10 seconds to a 21-second cooldown. As soon as they maybe add something or like a survival mode, Slow Trap is going to be nuts. Then we have Time Rift. The cooldown of Time Rift has been reduced by 3.4 seconds from 15.4 to 12 seconds. Increase the dot damage of a little bit of pain. Condense the dot duration of a little bit of pain. Increase the armor and resistance buff provided by Time Crack mod to 35%, which is 10%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but 10% resistance can literally cause you from being one shot to not being one shot. And then increase the weapon cleave damage provided by pain transfer to 20%, and that was previously 10. These changes, although some of them seem minimal, really aren't. If you think in the long terms of a mission, the entirety of the mission, the amount of extra damage provided on this is nuts. This ends up being like, I don't know, up to 20%. That's every enemy. What is there? Like 300 enemies on a map. That's a lot of bonus damage. You're going to be clearing enemies a lot faster. Then we have the Technomancer. We have Pain Launcher. Reduce the base cooldown of Pain Launcher by 10 seconds from 40 down to 30, which is awesome. Then we have Scrapnel. Recruits the base cooldown by 5 seconds from 22 to 17. I cannot believe Scrapnel was on a 22-second cooldown. That's nuts. Increase the base damage of Scrapnel by 19%. That's huge. My buddy Depresso Machine actually made a Scrapnel build and it was amazing. He was unkillable, did a ton of AoE. The only thing he really lacked on was boss damage. And then we have Hail Shot mod had its SPF set to 1.5. I'm not sure what that is, to be completely honest. All right, on to the one that I know 100% of, and it's crazy because 2 or 3 of these changes I've literally said verbatim. So let's start off with Boulder Dash. Using this skill will now provide a significant 65% damage reduction during its animation. That's awesome. That means you basically have Golem every time you Boulder Dash. And since we have a legendary set that lets us Boulder Dash every 1 second, this should make you unkillable. And if you play with that set and use that armor, you basically are unkillable. And if you spec into Boulder Dash, you're literally just going to be running around the map, at least one-shotting the little guys. And then this one is huge. I said this probably on day 1. Players can now press the trigger again to use an AoE attack during the run animation. This was absolutely key to actually being able to use this ability appropriately. 9 times out of 10, you just run by the enemies and you can't hit them. I really hope this doesn't fix, in air quotes, the double or triple hit you can get with Boulder Dash, but it's a ton of quality of life changes that are really, really good. Then we have Endless Mass. This is another huge one. Enemies in Endless Mass, you know, the stone, can now be damaged and killed during the animation. That was one thing that held Endless Mass back, is you could not damage or kill the enemies while they were in the stone. So that is huge and that's awesome. Change the Wide Horizons mod so that on top of the range increase, the mod will also allow Endless Mass to ignore the enemy skill Absorbing Skin used by Alpha Porphyros and Broodmothers. That is ginormous. So if you take Wide Horizons into your build, you can actually pull the Broodmothers and the Alphas as much as you want, whenever you want, regardless if they have their skin on them. That is, like, it's almost literally like playing Devastator as a different character. This opens up 3 build paths immediately. Then we have Reflect Bullets. Ending the skill early will now refund a part of your cooldown up to 90%. This is also huge because if you're really trying to min-max with like a gun build, or you want the bonus AP you can get for proccing a defensive skill, now you can do it ridiculously fast. You can almost always have that 35% extra AP power at all times. Well, 90% of the time. Then some more mods that are getting buffed. We have Personal Space will have its damage bonus increased from 15 to 25%, which is crazy. Crit Stack will have its anomaly power boost by 21. It used to be 5, now it has 7. Although there's not many hybrid skills, so the anomaly boost on this nobody really cares about. Stand Tall will have its base firepower bonus increased by 20% and anomaly by 16. Perseverance Shield will have its base shield by 40%. That's crazy. That's 50, almost 50%. Blazing Aegis will have its armor increase grant increase 21%. The Plate Dodger will have its armor value grant increased by 12% and its duration increased from 5 seconds to 7 seconds. The weapon mods Anomaly Enhancement will now have its code efficiency increased by 30%, anomaly power to 40%. So, as you can see, that's all I really want to talk about on this patch notes. But as you can see, the amount of stuff in this patch note is nuts. Is it enough to bring back a ton of people? Probably not. But if my hunch is correct, I believe that soon we should get an announcement of some sort, and that will get people excited. Did they drop the ball on release? Absolutely. Are they trying to make up for it? Also, yes. So as long as they keep pushing this way and they announce some content or something coming soon, I think Outriders still has a decent amount of time left in it, or at least a notable comeback. They make a DLC, that shit is going to be awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to try out a lot of these things that we just talked about, and if there's something that's really, really good, I'm going to make a video on it. Yeah. I'm still looking for a new game that we're going to be checking out and following on this channel. I just tried out Tribes of Midgard. That's fun. There's going to be a video on that too, probably Saturday, as long as I get it done. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to check out ADVGG, make sure to use the link in the description. It is a fantastic product. I highly endorse it. I really, really do love it. Strawberry, banana, and mango are my 2 favorites. They're so good. Every morning I drink them. They are delicious. Try them out. Let me know what you guys think. It helps support me and what I do. Thank you guys so much. I will see you on the next one. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. See you on the next one. TikTok out.